All right, everybody, welcome back to Mob Pop Sports. This is Grandy. If this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you for checking out the channel, checking out this video. You guys are returning, welcome back, guys. Hopefully everybody had a great week. Happy Friday, fun Friday, everybody. Been a pretty busy week for myself, so hopefully that's a good thing. Job security, I guess you can say. But just kind of plugging away, guys. That's what I've been doing in regards to the eBay store. I've been listing as much as I can. And a lot of orders, so a lot of shipping, so good thing to have. So state of the hobby is still pretty good. I feel like lots of interest, still lots of transactions happening all over, so it's a good thing, guys. So other than that, let's jump into it. Q&A for this week. I had a lot of questions. If you guys are first time here, feel free to mark any questions in the comments. I'll try to return and answer them on the next Q&A, or feel free to DM me on my Instagram. Links in the description, so feel free to do that. And like I said, I'll try and answer them. A lot of people ask questions that way if they don't want to, ask in the open, which is fine. It doesn't bug me any at all. So other than that, don't forget, check out the eBay stores. I got 2 of them now. Links in the description. Feel free to make an offer on any cards. I'm just kind of listing, on a daily basis, guys. So new cards, new inventory. I'm always getting new stuff, so I'm always listing whether it's old, new, anything. So go take a look, guys. Feel free to make an offer. I try to price everything accordingly as best as possible. So, excuse me. All right, let's jump into it, guys. Question number 1. PSA in Burbank. Lag times at PSA. Who am I grading with? Why should I grade with them? So I get a lot of this. I think a lot of people, I think the grading aspect of grading, sports cards, TCG, whatever, has come into a limelight in the past, I would say probably that 5-6 years, right? So PSA, obviously, if you don't know, they're, resale value, they're number 1, they get the most graded, they're pumping a lot of cards graded. So my thoughts are, them teaming up with Burbank is that I don't have any thoughts on it. I don't care. I really don't, guys. Let them do whatever they want to do. What I do care is my submissions is to get the many 10s as possible, which has been very slim. So my thoughts are in regards to grading and everything like that. Just be very selective of who and what you grade. Cards, in my eyes, I wouldn't send any base or as much as, just regular insert type cards. I'd be really hesitant. I'd really go over it to make sure that bare case minimum, I'll get a 9, hopefully a 10. I look at the resale value first before I even submit it to see if it's even worth it. You're paying $20 a card to get graded. To grade a $1 card or a 50-cent card doesn't make sense anymore. So like I just said, I'd be really careful what you guys submit. Who you use is up to you. Obviously, PSA has the highest resale value, but obviously PSA has the longest lag time. So you're going to be like 5 months without your card. Bare minimum, probably 4 months. So you're looking at 4 to 5 months, and it's probably growing, guys. In regards to lag time, hopefully they can step it up, but I'm telling you right now, you're not going to get your cards back for almost half a year, which is sucks, and then on top of that, SGC is who I am currently using. I'm not telling you to use them or not, but I use both of those 2. I don't use anybody else, but I feel like SGC is still quicker. You're still going to get your stuff back within about 4 to 6 weeks. It still sucks. You want it quicker, but that's about the fastest you're going to get it. I need inventory for shows. I need inventory for my eBay stores, things like that. So I'm going to use SGC right now as regards to turnaround time. Obviously, I know the resale value doesn't hold as much, but I'm not greedy. You guys have seen my videos. I'm not there to 10x my cards. It'd be nice, but I'm worried more about liquidity and just moving stuff. I don't want to hold stuff too long because me and you all know it's a race to zero, guys. Sports cards, especially graded stuff. You get it, you want to try and move it, whatever profit margin you can get, great. If not, you're going to hold on to it, and at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, that card will keep dropping on value. So just at least that's what from my experience in regards to grading. So there you guys go. Just my thoughts on that. Up to you. Just be real selective. Whoever you use. There's still Beckett. You can still, CGC. You can still use all those people. Tag, whatever. I don't even know if Tag's still around, but you can use all those people. I just primarily use SGC and PSA currently. Will I ever use anybody else? It all depends. It all depends on amount, how much it costs, resale value, speed. That's important to me. So there you guys go on that. When buying lots, do I focus on specific sports during the season and whatnot? So, right now, football is kind of off season. And basketball is kind of prime time right now with the playoffs and then the WNBA, all that stuff. So me, when I purchase lots, I'm always looking for, so just so you guys heads up, I usually do two sports. I do football and basketball. Those are primarily the sports that I love and I'm interested in. Everything else is kind of gravies, whether it's baseball, hockey, MMA, golf, all that stuff. I watch it, I enjoy it, but it's not something that I focus my inventory on. When I purchase lots, if they throw in all that other stuff, great, it's gravy. But me, primarily, I focus on the two niche that I like. When I'm selling sports cards, I love talking football. When I sell sports cards, I love talking basketball. Simple as that. I keep it simple, guys, as much as I can in regards to my inventory when I'm purchasing lots. So I focus on those two. If they have other stuff they want to throw in, I usually tell my sources that they know already that I don't look for those other things. But if they want to throw it in, great. As long as the pricing, is fine. If they want to throw it in for me, it will diversify my inventory, and I'm okay with that. But I don't focus too much on that. So those are two big sports, and people are asking me, do I go by season? No, I honest to God, I just look for those two sports that I love and I'm passionate about, and I can sell and talk about all day long, and it doesn't hurt me when I'm listing and sorting through football and basketball stuff because I enjoy that stuff. So there you guys go, just to give you a heads up. So I don't really focus on anything else but those two sports. Anything else thrown in is just gravy for me in regards to my inventory on that. Also, when I do inventory lots, somebody asked if a specific cards doesn't, that I know is not going to sell right away or it's going to sit for a while. Do I list them? Do I put it in my dollar boxes? Great question. If I know it's not going to sell or it's just something that it's just going to take up space, like you were saying. Now, what I primarily do, I will put them in my dollar bin boxes for shows. I definitely do that now. And then, I just try to make it as simple as possible. Will I list it on my eBay store? If I run out of inventory, which I haven't had issues with, but if I do, I have a scanner. So it doesn't really take too much time. If I have like literally 1,000 cards that are like $1 or less or whatever the case, and if I don't have anything else to scan or list for inventory, sure, I'll scan it and I'll put it in my store. It's not a big deal. But I don't go out of my way to get those low end stuff because, like I said, I've kind of focused more at the mid ends and a little bit higher than that. But like as I mentioned, I usually put it in my dollar boxes, and then in the next show I put it in there. If I sell it, I move it. Great. If not a big deal. I still have all my inventory from my dollar boxes, and then like I said, if I run short on inventory, which I haven't had, I will go ahead and scan it and list it in my store. So it doesn't hurt. It's always that flexibility you can do. And then, does it take much room, guys? If you guys do know sports cards, if you organize it correctly, you put in all those boxes, I'm telling you, you can have like literally 3,000 cards in a box, and it doesn't take that much room. So that's the main reason why I do sports cards, guys, is because it doesn't take that much room in regards to storage until you get into the 100 to 300 to 400,000 cards. Then, inventory does get it. You're going to need a little bit of a storage facility on that end. But other than that, that's what I do. Dollar boxes doesn't hurt. Whatever moves a card. Simple as that, guys. Do I use Mascot? Should I use Mascot to sell? Thoughts of other platforms, other programs, applications to sell, resell sports cards, things like that. If you guys don't know by now, I usually do eBay. Obviously, that's my number one source of reselling sports cards. And then also I do in-person car shows. I used to do Whatnot. I used to do a lot of Instagram and Facebook. The thing is with the Mascot thing, guys, honestly, I never even heard of them. So there you guys go. If I've never heard of them, not saying that I just don't stay, in tune to, new applications all the time. I'm going to go to eBay because they have the most amount of eyes. So if my consumer base is going to be the most amount at that one location, I'm going to use that software. I'm going to use that application to sell sports cards. Card shows, I love to do it because, like I just said, people who go there are 100% looking for cards, okay? So the consumer base right there is 100% of what you were wanting. So that's why I do that. I don't sell on Whatnot anymore. If you guys can go look at my previous videos, I may go back. I don't know, not currently. I probably not for a while. Other platforms, Instagram, Facebook, it's just a lot because you have to separate the inventory as much as possible. You don't want all the inventory to overlap because then stuff gets lost and then it gets confusing, trust me. Especially when you get into the 50 to 100,000 listings, inventory is going to be all over the place. You want to be as organized and strategic as possible. So primarily, I'm a one-person show. I don't have a part-time person to do my shipping or listing, things like that. It's just me, guys. So I have to focus on the things that I can control and I have enough time to do. So eBay and in-person card shows. If I have a little bit more time on down the road, maybe I'll go back to Whatnot. I don't know, but I was doing that for a while too. But like I just said, once you start getting inventory all over the places, it gets crazy. It's a madhouse. And then you do in-person card shows with inventory that you have listed. You have to take that. It's just a headache, guys. So to me, my recommendation, do what's best for you. If Mascot works for you, great. If Whatnot works for you, great. Do what works for you and fits your situation, in regards to your schedule and what you can do. Me, time-wise, commitment-wise, I'm stuck on eBay currently and also in-person card shows. I may expand to other things, but that was it. I used to do a lot on Facebook Marketplace. I kind of slowed that down. It's just, like I said, your mind is all over the place trying to do all these things. Instagram, I've slowed down on selling on that too. It's just so many things going on. TikTok, people have been asking me about that. Will I ever do that? It's just TikTok and Whatnot to me are pretty much the same formats. It's just too many things, guys. Too many avenues that you can lose inventory, misplace inventory. To me, it's just too much time. Try to keep it simple. I always believe in that. Do I list all sports year round? Great question. Or do I list it according to the season, things like that? So this kind of goes back to what I previously was saying in regards to my inventory. I focus primarily on basketball and football. Everything else is gravy. I don't, when I purchase an inventory lot and if it has other sports, I don't care if it's in season or not. I list it all, guys. I list everything all day long. Football, basketball, doesn't matter. It's just in regards to consistency. I feel like success happens, or at least positive sales, or things happen with you're consistent. Keep on listing, and doesn't even matter what sport. If it's a card that's during the off season, like I just said, football, basketball, whatever. If it's during the off season, if it doesn't sell right now, it'll sell when it's in the hot season. So that's how I look at that's my mentality, is that if it doesn't sell right now because of the off season, when it's a hot season, it'll sell. It'll be there. So then great. Doesn't really matter to me, in regards to when it sells, right? Obviously, the sooner the better. But like I just said, I list on continuous basis. I don't really focus too much on what sport. I list it all. Like I said, I only focus primarily on those two sports. Everything else is gravy. So I list as much as I can on a daily basis. The more diversity of the inventory, the more inventory you have listed, the better off you are. And I feel like the better chance you have to sell something. So there you go. Where should I sell my cards as a reseller? I'm looking to jump into sports cards and resell. Like I was just saying, up to you. I would focus, if you're just getting into reselling sports cards, try eBay first. You get your best amount of eyes on your cards. If you have just a limited amount of inventory, you can go to card shows. You can go to dealers and sell to them. If you have a lot of inventory, you can be a dealer at a card show, or like I just said, start listing on eBay, or even go to Whatnot, go to TikTok, whatever. Depending on how much inventory you have, you can always sell all that stuff. Works what's best for you. You can literally go to Facebook. This is what I recommend too. Go to Facebook, get into those Facebook groups. A lot of these card groups, I see a lot of people do transaction there. locally, go to your local card shop. You can go to them. You can resell your cards to them. They most likely will give you an offer. Might not be the highest, but hey, if you're looking just to move and sell cards at the very beginning, that's an option too. There's a lot of different avenues. There's just a variety, guys. So you have to figure out what works best for you. My thoughts are just do it. So simple as that. Car Dealer Pro, my thoughts after several months of usage. Has my ideas and my thoughts of it changed? No, it has not changed. I use Car Dealer Pro. If you don't know, I used to use Chrono Cards. The way the application works, I prefer Chrono Cards. However, for the application, it doesn't work for my two stores. So now I use Car Dealer Pro. My thoughts of it has not changed. It's better than not having a software to use. However, I feel like their inserts and parallels identification AI sucks. It really does. I don't care. I'm not sponsored by Car Dealer Pro. I'm not sponsored by Chrono Card, so I don't care. I really don't. I want to give you my honest opinion. Base cards, they are great. Car Dealer Pro is great in regards to identifying base low-end cars. It notices it instantly, probably 80 to 90, almost 90. I'd say 80 to 85% of the time they get it correct. Easy to list. Parallels, inserts sucks ass. It does. It's just horrible in regards to that. Barely 50% if it gets it right. I'm being honest with you guys. So I have to manually search it and find it. It's not that hard. Don't get me wrong. It sounds like it is a pain in the ass. It's still way faster than me taking one card at a time, taking in a picture, listing it, adding all that SEO, all that stuff. This is still faster. Don't get me wrong. Trust me, I've actually tested it out. However, their AI software programs, Car Dealer Pro, they need to fix it. They need to get better in regards to identifying all the parallels and the inserts. That's where it sucks. And I list a lot of that stuff. So there you guys go. But other than that, like I said, my thoughts hasn't really changed. It helps. So I can sit here and cry about it, but it still gets the job done currently. I wish it was just a little bit better. Chrono Cards, I feel it was a little bit better in regards to identifying. User friendliness, not that great. So there you guys go. Still feel like Car Dealer Pro has lots of room to improve. I wish they do. I hope they do, for our benefit in regards to listing, scanning and listing cars on that end. So there you guys go. Last but not least, here we go. Sorry, video's kind of long. Best advice I give for new resellers. So people who've been in the hobby already or just whatever, they just looking to start reselling their sports cards and all that stuff. So, I mean, currently this is 2025. The best advice I can give you is just do it. Don't listen to all the... My thoughts is stop worrying about others so much. So when you see on YouTube, you see on social media, all these people posting, whether it's negative, it doesn't really matter. When they post stuff about the hobby and all this stuff, what you should do, what you should invest in, or hobby shit is going to hell. This is the thing. As a reseller, if you're going to resell and you're going to start your own business, do it. At the end of the day, you do it and you focus on that. You focus on your goals. You focus on that. Everything else is fluff. I'm not saying ignore everything, but what I am saying is keep your mind straight and focus on your goals, okay? Whether it's to try to get a certain amount of listings on your store, whether it's to sell a certain amount, resell, things like that. But my thoughts are just do it and focus. Don't worry about what other people are saying, all that negativity. You're wasting your time worrying about what's going on. Like I was just saying, what's going on with PSA and Burbank. I don't give a shit. I'm worried about me and my store. I'm worried about my goals, what I'm looking to do for my business and to grow it and to increase revenue, okay? Focus on that. Focus on listing. I need to be more consistent listing on my eBay store. That was my goal. That's my mission, right? My goal is to have a certain amount of listing at the end of this year. That is my goal. Focus on that. All the other stuff, yes, take it with a grain of salt. All the negativity, the positive, whatever it is, all the news you see, all the social media stuff. But in my eyes, focus on you. All that stuff, take it with a grain of salt. Adjust if you need to, but still focus on your goals. Focus on your store. Focus on your reselling. And start doing it. Stop worrying about what others are going to say or think about you too much. The moment you worry about what other people think or what's going on and all that stuff, you're wasting your time and you're taking away your energy from you building your business, building your reselling, all that stuff. So focus on you, focus on what you can control. That's the biggest advice I give you. Focus on what you can control. Everything else, even the terrorists, all that stuff that's going on with the government, all that stuff, focus on you. Yes, adjust. Certain things are going to be pricier. Your top loaders, your penny sleeves, your all that stuff might be a little bit more expensive. Then you got to price accordingly, but still focus on your business, focus on your reselling, focus on what you're trying to do, focus on your goal. Don't worry about everything else. All that other stuff is just fluff. And like I just said, everything else that you see on social media and all that stuff, of the negativity and all that stuff, take it with a grain of salt, but still focus on what drives you and what you do on a daily basis and your goals, because everything else will fall in line at the end of the day. At least I feel that way. That's the only reason why I'm still in business, is because I feel like I'm focused on me and doing what I need to do to reach my goals. Everybody else, great, dandy, take it with a grain of salt. It may have, change a few things how I do things, but I'm still focusing on my goals and what I want to do for this business. So there you guys go. I guess it's a long-winded answer for a short question, right? My bad on that one, guys. But other than that, man, if you guys appreciate this stuff, if you guys like this stuff, feel free to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, crazy that like I always say, that you guys watch and listen to me to this part and haven't subscribed, but it is what it is, man. Still appreciate you guys. But other than that, man, Warriors, we need Steph Curry back. 1-1 right now. They're 1-1 with the Timberwolves, not looking great when Steph is out, hurt. So hopefully he comes back soon. Hopefully we can steal a game or two at home. Crossing my fingers on that. But other than that, NBA playoffs, you guys should be watching. It's super exciting right now. This is the best part of basketball season-wise. Everything's on the line, lots of pressure. You're seeing teams choke. You're seeing players choke. Interesting. You're seeing players step up. It's fun, man. This is the best part of basketball, I feel like, playoff time. The regular season, it drags on way too long, I feel like, but there you guys go. Other than that, go Warriors. Appreciate you guys. I probably won't be able to record this weekend, but we'll see. Till next time, I'll see you guys. Have a great weekend. Peace.